Welcome back to KC Talks EV. Now, I'm here with Nigel Little of Maxus York, and we're about to have a look at a very, very special vehicle here. So, why don't you take it away, Nigel?
Well, this is the MIFA 9. This is a new product that's coming into the country. It's now on sale. It's a new departure for Maxus, who previously have been more known for their commercial vehicles. So it's a new venture for all of us. It's basically a 7-seat all-electric vehicle, good performance and good range. Comes in basically 3 formats. Do the Elite, which is the starter model, do the Luxury, and this one here is the Premium.
And I've actually been in the back of this. I'll show you some more footage here, and oh my lord, the captain's chairs in the back of them are absolutely spot on. In fact, Nigel here has been a bit of a chauffeur for me this afternoon, because I think he's driven me in the back of it, and honestly, it's great. So I guess first of all, you've actually been getting me quite excited about this car for quite a while. I think for the last 6 months. I mean, I heard about this from the CV show last year, I think.
Correct. That's when it was first shown to the public.
Yeah.
And it was a left-hand drive Chinese specification.
And then obviously now this is now full right-hand drive model. So I guess in a way, start off with sort of the basics. So first of all, kind of general spec levels, so battery size. And
the battery size, the mechanicals are all common on all 3 variants. Mm-hmm. It's effectively a 90 kilowatt battery and a 180 kilowatt electric motor, which is quite peppy, which equates to roughly about 240 PS, 250 brake horsepower, no money thereabouts.
That's good, excellent. So you've actually driven this from Liverpool, I believe.
Correct, which is Harris Maxus HQ.
So in terms of range, I mean, what did you kind of expect from it? I mean, what did you get?
I think that, I drove it in normal mode, mm-hmm. And I think that 250 miles is quite reasonable.
Okay.
In sport mode, I'm sure it'll do a little bit less, and in economy mode, obviously, we'll do more. Mm-hmm. But being a new vehicle, I didn't want to fiddle with it when driving it back, completely unfamiliar.
No, that's fair enough.
You don't want to be on the M62 with 4 lanes of traffic and then get horribly distracted with your hands going everywhere in a strange vehicle. But
most certainly, you've definitely driven it already, and what do you think of it?
I think it drives really well. It's very easy to drive, as all electric vehicles are anyway, but this is no different. It's very comfortable.
Good. Yeah, it really is. I mean, if I'm honest, I wasn't sure what I was expecting really, especially what I kind of look at this vehicle is sort of the old, large, sort of American style minivans, just with a lot more premium stuff in the back of it. And by far, this is the most comfortable I've sat in quite a long time. I can genuinely see this being used in, for example, airport transfers and luxury kind of chauffeur driving and things. You can really relax in the back of it. I have some footage of me actually playing around with all of the massage settings. That actually kind of leads us very nicely. What kind of customers do you reckon that Maxus is trying to sort of get?
I think a bit of it is we are exploring unknown territory. I would think the leading models will probably find homes in taxi work, mm-hmm. And that sort of thing. This top of the range one will be probably more aimed at private individuals. Okay. Because there are people that want a roomy, comfortable vehicle to transport the family around. You've only got to come outside a lot of schools. Yes. And you will find there's some very, very nice machinery, very large, nice machinery.
And as you say, this is definitely very well equipped. I mean, I'm sat in, for example, the passenger seat. It's got heated seats, ventilated seats and everything. The rear, it has full reclining and everything, so obviously it keeps your kids very happy and very busy. And
heated with vibro massage.
Oh yes, it's got massaging seats.
You have to have the massage.
Oh yes, it's got, I think, what, 8 different
8 modes.
And I've tried all of them now. Now the thing is that one person who was sat in it said, oh, you can make it walk on you. I've had that now, it's great. But yeah, it really is. I think, yes, it is into new sort of unknown territory for Maxus, I think.
It is.
But the thing is, it's quite good to see this because, funnily enough, actually, Nigel's actually lent me a T90 EV, which is Britain's first electric pickup truck. So essentially, I'm test driving that here while we're at the Yorkshire EV Club meet, basically. But we're hoping that, yeah, it will get Maxus into new territory.
It will do, and I think it will also expand the reach of the brand. Like I say, I know this is very top of the range, but a lot of the features, the basic features, will be carried. Obviously, airport chairs won't be in the other models, because they do a luxury model in between, which is very well spec'd, but not quite the aircraft seats. But sort of things like the space inside, the little cubby holes, the 220 volt charger there. There's a nice stowage bin under there for you know what kids like for sweets.
Oh yeah, of course.
And crisps and sort of stuff. So there's all sorts, and even the ones that can afford to this level, they might have more grown-up children. In which case, all the USB ports and little tables that fold out, so they can put little devices and stuff. Very much what folk want these days.
And yeah, as you say, at the end of the day, it still works really, really well for a family. And again, you know, if they want this sort of family transport, then it is there. It's perfectly there. And again, it's fully electric. Last kind of final thing, what's kind of pricing like? Because I'm guessing people will like to know.
They start from the mid-60s for the Elite. Then there's the luxury in between. This one roughly will come out around about £78,000.
Yeah, which isn't too bad actually once you consider a lot of the luxury SUVs in the market.
Correct.
I mean,
if you want a more exotic badge, you can probably put an easy another £30,000 on top of that.
Oh yeah, I mean, for equivalent battery size, I mean, iX, which isn't anywhere near as luxurious in the back, to be quite honest with you, I mean, you're looking at 100k, I think.
Correct.
Obviously, slightly different market, but if you're looking for a family sort of runabout of that sort of style and caliber, yeah, you're probably looking at that sort of payment. So having 78,000, when I heard about the price, if I'm honest, I didn't think that was bad, really. I thought that was quite reasonable for what you're getting. And as you say, yes, Maxus is trying to branch out into more less commercially market, although obviously this will work very well in the commercial market. But overall, I think definitely I can't wait to obviously have a proper go at it, I think, because genuinely Nigel has been exciting me about this car since the CV show last year. So, but anyway, thank you so much, Nigel, for obviously having a chat about it. Where can they find you? What kind of contact links?
Well, basically, we're based at Elvington in York. Our website is www.maxusyork.co.uk.
And I think, to be fair, last time I spoke to you were still Clapham commercials. Now you're proper, obviously, Maxus York.
Yeah, although that's still the company, we're actually branding ourselves as Maxus York because we are dedicated soulless Maxus dealers. So
if you do look at our previous video on the ED9 when Nigel was in it, yes, he mentioned that, but obviously same place as well. So same place in Elvington. Definitely pop yourself down there to have a quick look. So
and we have a Facebook page as well, so you can look at that, see what posts we put on there, follow and like.
Yeah, so I keep up to date on that as well. And yes, I will leave a link in the description, obviously, for anyone who would like to contact Nigel or his colleagues. So thank you very much, Nigel.